So today I am going to be touring you around the Sun Outdoors in Panama City. And this is our first time staying at a Sun Outdoors, so this was a unique experience for us. And one that I think we'll probably be repeating. We were pretty impressed with this Sun Outdoors. And I'll show you why. So really the only way I can describe this campground is that it is a concrete playground. Everything here is concrete or paving stones. There is no dirt. There's of course grass, but very well-maintained grass. So it kind of feels like you're in the city here. Just like at a Getaway or any chain campground, reservations are very easy to make at a Sun Outdoors. They have an online reservation system. It wasn't difficult to find a spot in this campground at this time of year. We are here near the end of March, and if I look around me, there's still quite a few campsites that are empty. Not sure what the busy time of year would be for this campground. We did talk to quite a few people at a little potluck that we attended earlier in the week, and they told us that a lot of the people at this campground come back year after year. So I guess a lot of snowbirds here who really get to know each other. There's also quite a few cabins throughout the park that are located surrounding the two ponds that are located in the park. And as I understand it, those are for sale. So you actually buy, I guess, the lot and the building, and I would assume pay a monthly fee as well. And then it's kind of a home away from home. We even met some people who live here all year round, and they actually have an RV that they park in the lot right next to their cabin. I'll show you those cabins now. So this campground actually has two heated pools, not just one, but two, and a hot tub. This is one of them behind me. No hot tub at this location, but it is right next to the gym, which is right up on the second floor of this building. Here's some other examples of things you can do at this campground. There's this nice shaded area. There's some cornhole games here. Behind me there's pickleball, and behind that there's a dog park. There's actually two dog parks here as well, one for little dogs and one for big dogs. So what we're coming up to now is the second pool area, and this one is located right behind the main office. Again, another heated pool. Lots of nice chairs for lounging, and they've got a nice hot tub in here as well. This campground, as expected, has a number of bathhouse facilities. This is one of them. There's some bathrooms and showers in the main office building as well. And I believe there's some over at the pool and gym area. But they're nice, clean facilities, fairly modern as well. Kind of what you'd expect if you think about everything else that I've described. This is a very well-maintained place. I'll show you inside the clubhouse quickly. And while we've been on this trip, this part of the trip, I've been working from the road. And this is a bit of a look at where I've been working. Lots of tables and chairs. And if you're here for fun instead of work, some books to read, and some information up front on things to do in the area. And there's also 3 laundry facilities throughout this park. One of them is actually located in this building here, and the laundry is reasonable prices. Even though I would consider this a higher end park, the laundry prices are comparable to anywhere else. I think $2.25 for wash and dry. So as we continue along, some more amenities here. Got some shuffleboard. We've got some horseshoes on this side, and a fairly nice sized kids playground as well. So as I probably mentioned earlier, this is one of the few parks with a pretty decent gym. There's only been one other campground that we've been to that has a gym. So we'll go in there now. I'll show you around a bit. It's got quite a bit of equipment. It's got some ellipticals, a treadmill, a weight machine, some TVs, and a fair amount of free weights as well, with a bench, and of course, great views of the pool. So we were able to use the gym every day that we were here, which was really nice because usually I have to bring all of my gym equipment along with me, which I did on this trip, but usually I'm just working out outside in our campsite. So this was a welcome change. Do you have to say this is probably the most nicely maintained park that we've ever been to. Not sure if that's because it's a Sun Outdoors and this is just their standard, or if it's because the owners of this park really care, but we've been very impressed. Nothing is out of place, everything is perfectly cut and perfectly manicured, and that's not something that we see at every park. But the other thing that's really amazing about this park is the customer service. So I cannot tell you how helpful the staff are here. Again, maybe it's just a culture that's specific to this park. Maybe it's something for all Sun Outdoors resorts, but I can't say enough about how helpful these people are. If you ask a question, if you need assistance with anything, they go out of their way to help you out. Another thing that we took advantage of while we were here is the park provides you with a barbecue and a charcoal grill, and it's at a little barbecue spot next to the pond, and they provide the propane and you can use that free of charge. So actually the first night that we got here, we grilled up some hamburgers and some sausages and just sat by the pond and enjoyed. So here's that barbecue area. So it's got a nice little table, a garbage, barbecue, and of course you get to enjoy the pond right next to it. So this probably goes without saying, but a park like this does have fully serviced lots. They're all fully serviced. So you've got electrical, you've got water, you've got sewer hookups at every single lot, and every single one is concrete pads. All of the sites do have cable TV, good quality cable TV, large selection of digital channels, and there's also Wi-Fi throughout the park. Wi-Fi was a decent speed. I did try to upload some YouTube videos while we were here. The upload speeds were a little bit slower, but generally for streaming, TV shows, that kind of stuff, it's great. The park is located right next to Zoo World, which is, I would say, a fairly small scale zoo. It appears to have a range of giraffes and monkeys and tigers and probably some other animals as well. We didn't go in there, but what I will say is throughout most of the day and most of the night, you do hear some strange animal sounds. It didn't bother us, it didn't keep us awake by any means, but it was just a little bit strange and unique to be hearing these sounds that you wouldn't expect to be hearing at a campground in Florida. Here's a look at the dog washing station. So kind of a neat little feature. They've got a hair blower to dry your dog off, and a nice little bathtub. So that was kind of neat. Hudson will probably get a bath later tonight, and it just so happens to be right near our trailer. Usually I like to provide some tips on what you can do in the local area. Unfortunately, we were only here for 3 nights, and the entire time we were here, I was working. Dave did go out and see some of the sites, but honestly, nothing really stood out for us here that I could recommend that you must do while you're in the area. Aside from, if you're into beaches, the Panama City Beach is a beautiful white sand beach. They advertise it as the world's most beautiful beach. We've been to a lot of nice beaches in the past couple of weeks, so not necessarily thinking that it's absolutely the best beach in the world, but it is beautiful and probably worth checking out if you're in the area. So finally, would we recommend this campground? Absolutely, yes we would. Very well maintained, awesome customer service, lots of great amenities in the park. Wouldn't necessarily recommend the area for visiting though. So if you're coming to this campground, plan to relax, have some nice quiet days, read some books, sit by the pool, but you're not going to be doing as much sightseeing in this area as you might be doing at some of the other locations that we visited in the past. Oh, and one more thing you should check out. If you are planning to stay here, they do quite often offer discount codes. And if you're staying for a certain number of nights, and it's also on particular times of the year, you can actually get quite a significant discount, if not a free night or two. So definitely worth checking that out. See if you can find a discount code. It'll save you some money and well worth it.
If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that like button. Or even better, subscribe to our channel. It really does help us reach a wider audience. And don't forget to come back tomorrow to see where we go next.